Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode of MedTech Minis. I'm your host, Susie Ingwell. Today, I have with me Melanie Santos, the CMO of Cern Corporation. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Susie, for having me.
I am so excited to learn a little bit more about the problem you set out to solve and how you're solving it. So tell me a little bit about how you guys got started.
Sounds good. So vaginitis is a problem that every woman has, right? We know that if you have a vagina, you've probably had at least one infection in your life. And I'm a urogynecologist, and I see about 100 patients a week, and I have a really busy practice. And every day I'm treating patients and retreating them because we know this is a common problem. And the only problem is the only solution to this problem right now are drugs, really, to be effective, and which is standard of care, but they don't work very well because I see it in my practice. We see it in the population all the time. So Greg, who is our CEO, approached me with this device about using a non-drug visible light treatment that can actually treat vaginitis without all the side effects of medication. And I was immediately on board, from my personal practice, from my personal experience, from everyone's experience. We know this is a struggle. And so I'm so excited we're bringing really this novel therapy to women really all over the world, where you can finally get an effective treatment for this really common problem using just a simple visible light, no drugs, no side effects, and something very simple to use without any problems.
Amazing. I am super excited about this. I think this is something that every woman will be happy to hear about. So tell us a little bit more about how the light works. Tell us a little bit about the technology.
Sure. So we are using a visible light, not UV, nothing dangerous, to treat the vagina. It uses a reactive oxidative speech technique where it kind of just kills the DNA of the pathogens in there. And we've done laboratory studies that have shown us our therapeutic window, meaning we can know how much light we can use to safely and effectively kill the pathogens, but it keeps the good bacteria there, because you've probably heard about microbiomes and the flora.
Oh, yeah.
Body, it's really common and well known in the gut. We talk about probiotics, and the same situation happens in the vagina. There's good bacteria and bad bacteria. So we can kill those bad bacteria and yeast. We can save and not compromise the good bacteria. So it really just brings more balance to the area. And we've done studies. Yeah, we've done studies showing it doesn't harm the skin. We're in a study now, and we're seeing really effective results very quickly. So we're super excited. Like, finally, a nice, safe treatment that you can use and you can reuse, because we know a lot of women not only have this problem once, but a lot of women suffer from recurrent vaginitis for various reasons. Okay. So super excited about it.
So it sounds like you're doing your clinical studies now. Is that correct? And then when do you expect to be on the market, and what's your go-to-market plan?
We expect to go in a few more years, probably about 2027, 28. But we're currently finishing up our first human trial, and the results have been amazing. We are already seeing women seeing resolution of their symptoms in as simple as 1 to 2 days within this 5-day treatment duration. And our 5-day treatment duration is similar to what you would typically do for any other medical treatment you do for these types of problems. The device has been shown to be safe, to the fact we're actually going to the FDA as a non-significant risk device. So speeding up our pathway there to get it to people on the market.
Amazing. And so if people want to learn more about this, how do they get a hold of you? How do they find you? What's the best way?
The simplest would be going on LinkedIn. You can find me there. You can find the Cern company. It's the easiest way to reach out to us currently.
Awesome. Well, I'll certainly be following you, and certainly be, hoping for this to be on the market sooner than later. Thank you so much for joining me today and telling us a little bit about your product. I'm very excited for it. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.